Hey there guys, it's Rick Hughes here with AirgunWeb, your home for old school airgun reviews and where we tell you the facts, not fluff. Today's video is on the Umarex Origin 25 caliber. Today we're going to be looking at like our final pellet selection to see what's going to give us the best results, and from that we're going to do our official review. We'll get you, crony numbers, strings across the entire, spread, trigger pull, noise, all that kind of fun stuff. We'll get you all that data. But right now we're still in the testing phase, and I want to know. Conditions aren't perfect today, but that's all right. I want to know what projectile is going to give us the best results at 50 yards. Now, I know we're doing 52 to 55 foot-pounds, depending on what we're shooting, which is a lot of energy for a 25, especially when you're looking at a price point of, in the $300 to $400 range, and it's closer to the $3 for sure. Just a really, really cool airgun package. So if you guys know about the Origin, you know it's got a gas ram in it that boosts the pressure, so it helps maintain a more consistent pressure, a more consistent pressure across the number of shots. So instead of a regulator, it uses a gas ram booster. They probably have some special name for it. That's what I call it, because I think that's the function it performs. But it gives you 3 magazines. You can go to a 4th, but things start falling apart at the 4th magazine. But for 3 magazines, you're going to get some really consistent accuracy at 50 yards. And we've tested pellets, slugs. I mean, you should check out our other reviews, and I'll go ahead and put links in the video description where you can check out the first few videos we did of this gun. But today we're going to get serious about just pure accuracy. We've done some basic numbers. We know what the math is as far as energy. We've even done some testing with these various pellets, so that's why I've got them here. I know these should shoot very well, but I want to know what's going to give me the best results. So we're going to do 10-shot groups across all 4 of these. I'm going to record on my camera over there and also through the scope. I've got a Sidewinder on here. I believe this is the 4 to 16. No, excuse me. 6 to 24, excuse me. So this is a 6 to 24 second focal plane. So if I'm bench rest shooting, I like a second focal plane scope. If I am hunting, I want a first focal plane. So this is a great scope for bench rest shooting, just a really, really sweet optic. I want to say, real quick, shout out to the sponsors. I want to say thank you to Umarex, JSB Pellets, Arms Pellets, Hawke Optics, everybody that's, supports AirgunWeb, let us bring you this content. This specific video is brought to you by Umarex USA. They provided the gun and have been a supporter of our channel and what we've been doing for many years. So just super excited to have Umarex on board. If you want to know more about this gun, I'll have links in the video description, but you can also check this gun and all their products out at www.umarexusa.com. So we've got wind today. We're pushing, it just picked up too. So we've probably got, 8 to 10 with gusts maybe to 15. And it's like no discernible primary direction. It seems to be doing this number. So 1 minute it may be behind us, the next minute may be this way, next minute may be that way. We haven't had it coming in our face yet, but it's usually it's this direction, and yeah, it's kind of a mess. But we're going to do some shooting anyway. Now I've loaded this up with the Arms 25-4s. That's going to be our first pellet. That's what I've sighted my scope in for. So we're going to give that a shot. We'll shoot dead center on our target with that one, and then we'll move on to the Heavies, then the Mark II Heavies, and then the H&N Slugs, and I'm about burned through this tin, but 32 grain slugs have shot really, really well in this gun. So let's see what we can do today. Every day is a little bit different day here in West Texas with the weather, so we'll see what this does for us. But we go get my other camera up and going, and then we'll get to some shooting. Be right back. Okay. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to shoot 2 mags, and then I'm going to top off. You get into the 3rd mag, and it's good, but I think if we stay in that first 2 mags, we're going to be better off. So that's what we're going to do. Let's see. All right, I'm going to aim dead center. I'm recording. Yep. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Just about the time I think I get it right. Go cattywampus again. Okay, here we go. That's 8 shots. 8 shots with the Arms 25-4s. Those are very close to being the Kings, which is JSB makes the Arms pellets. Are they slightly different? Yes. Are they close enough? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we'll grab some Kings, not on this video, but another video, or maybe I'll just do some off camera just to make sure. All right, so I've got Heavies now, and Heavies are a little bit heavier. And these are a hunting pellet, and I have found them to be really good, particularly in this gun. All right, so we'll go ahead and run another 8 shots here. Okay, so we're going to go to the target on the left. It looks like it's pushing a little bit right, and I don't know if that's wind or just those pellets. I'm not going to adjust the scope. I'll see my first shot. If I think I need to adjust the scope after the first shot, I will, but I'm probably just going to hold dead center here. Let's see what we got. Okay. Okay, definitely better. That's impressive. If I was hunting jackrabbit, squirrel, gosh, with 55 foot-pounds, I mean, you're right on the edge of maybe taking coyote with this. I mean, it would need to be a good shot, and I would want to be within 50 yards. That's just me personally. But 50 yards, like right behind the ear of a coyote, you'd probably drop them. That is like that. I mean, that inner circle on that target is like 1 inch. The whole thing's only 2 inches. So, are we just outside the inch? Yeah, probably 1.25 inches, but that's still a dead whatever if you're hunting with that. Even prairie dogs, you'd be smacking them right in the head. That would be awesome. Okay. I'm going to take a pause real quick and go fill this up, and we'll be right back. Okay, so let's move on to the Heavies. Now, these are heavy. They're like a whole 9 grains heavier than the Kings. And I don't know what that's going to do for us at 50 yards. But let's take a shot and then see where they land and go from there. And hopefully this scope cam footage is coming out well so you guys can see, actually see the pellets as they're hitting. I hope that's working out. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to shoot the bottom target, no, right target, so if I have drop, I know where I'm going. Let me start this up. Okay. I'm going to take a shot and just see where I land. Yes, and then if I need to adjust, I will, but let's see. Let's just see. Okay, so I am 1.5 mils low. I think what I'm going to do is just use my mil dot to adjust. All right, so we're going to have a 7-shot group here, but it'll be close enough. Now I could obviously change my scope, set that up, and those would be a viable pellet for sure. I think I still like the Heavies though. I mean, I think I like the Heavies because they are, well, they're accurate. They're consistently accurate. And when I've shot like 3 or 4 mags, they've given me the best consistency across all the mags. So just a little kind of aside from the other testing I've done, the Heavies have given me the most consistent groups across 3 full mags, where one of the others may be like the first mag is really good and then they start falling apart, or maybe the second mag's really good and then maybe the first and third aren't great. The Heavies seem to be more consistent than anything else I've shot, so I really like those for just general, and that's why I may just use those in just everything I do with this gun, because they have been, at least for me, what other people are doing, the most accurate. So now let's go ahead and switch to slugs. I don't know where this is going to hit. I'm wondering if I could shoot. Now I'm just going to, all right, so I'm going to use the same hold, maybe 1 mil. Like I'm going to use 1 mil. Okay, so real quick on a side note, on a second focal plane scope, I'm at 24 power, so my spacing is going to be different than if I'm at 10 power. So if I went to like 10 power, let me show you this actually. So like right now, I'm going to try and aim with the first big hash mark underneath the crosshair. But if I was at 10 power, watch what happens. So now I'm at 10 power, and as you see, if I were to use, just the spacing increases dramatically as I zoom out. So I'm going to go back to 24 power. And I'm going to hope that holdover right there is going to be what I need. So I've got these are the 32 grain slugs, and they shot really well for me. When we went through all the slugs, I think the 32s were the best. And let's see where we're at. I don't know, maybe this wind that will favor the slugs today. I don't know. So we're still recording. Everything's rolling. That camera over there should be rolling. I'm just going to double check it real quick. Yeah. Okay, so we got everything rolling. All right. So I'm going to take a shot using the first line underneath the crosshair. We'll say that's a 1 mil. It's not really a mil, but it's the first hash, first big hash. Okay, that went high left. Okay, so we're not going to aim high. We're going to come back down. Wow, I wonder if that's going to keep flying left on us. Okay, let's see. Okay, a little left. We're going to use that hold, because that actually didn't drop nearly as bad, and that's actually one of the benefits of slugs. They don't drop like pellets do. So, interesting. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Okay, so, I mean, granted, all we need to do is move our scope over, but the slugs, I think, demonstrated they have the best accuracy. I did have a bit of a trail, left to right, or however you want to put it, but if we just scooch that over a little bit, that's going to be maybe, I don't know that it would be within the inner ring, so it still may be a toss-up. I mean, if we measured exact center to center, it may be a bit of a toss-up. I don't know. I think the Slugs did better. I just think that they did better. So I think when I do my full review, I'm going to focus on the Heavies and the Slugs. I've got more of these 32 grain slugs, and I think I want to do some hunting with these slugs. They push the most energy, so we're right at like, well, we'll find out, but I think we're right at that 55 foot-pound range, and that's a lot. We shut this off. That's a lot of energy out of a 25 cal in this price point, just out of the box. Pretty awesome. If you wanted to adjust some stuff on this gun, you can. The trigger is adjustable. I don't know how much adjustment you really get. And there's a hammer tension adjuster here. I have not seen the need to fiddle with any of that. Not sort of my thing. I'll leave that to other guys like Haji and other reviewers to do the tinkering part. I just want to show you guys what this does out of the box. I haven't done anything to this other than shoot it. I did clean the barrel sometime along the way. But that's it. You're seeing out of the box performance in the sense of power and shot count and all that kind of other stuff. It's pretty cool air gun for that just over $300 price point. Pretty awesome. Again, if you want to know more about anything you see here, definitely check it out. It's going to be www.umarexusa.com for the gun, Hawke Optics. I'll have links, everything in the video description, so check that out. My name is Rick Utzer here with AirgunWeb, your home for old school airgun reviews where we tell you the facts, not fluff. Thanks for watching.